Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some of my all-time favorite highlights. These range from drugstore to high-end prices and a variety of colors. I thought that starting up a series like this would be very helpful for those of you who maybe don't know where to start with certain products, but you want to expand your collection. In this video I included single highlighters as well as palettes just to kind of hit all areas here. So if you would like to see some of my top picks for highlighters, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start out with the more pearlescent shades, and the first one I want to mention is this Essence Pure Nude highlighter, and this is in the shade Be My Highlight. This is a very affordable highlight and it's a beautiful sort of champagne type of shade. As you can see there, it just gives a very subtle glow. This is by far the most natural one that I'm going to be mentioning. But I think on a day-to-day basis, it's very beautiful and it's almost hard to tell if you're wearing highlight or if it's coming from your natural skin, which I really like. So if you're looking for a more subtle highlight that is super affordable, I would definitely check this one out. Another affordable one is this Hard Candy bronzer, and this is in the shade Tiki. Now, this is definitely not a bronzer by any means, but it is a gorgeous highlighting shade. Once again, this is sort of similar to that Essence one, but maybe just a little bit more golden. If you can see it there, this is a bit more reflective than the Essence one. It almost blends into my skin tone completely. You get a ton of product in this, and this was one of those highlighters that was raved about quite some time ago, and now people don't really mention it, but it is still a great product. Sticking with the drugstore theme, I want to go ahead and mention this Physicians Formula highlight, and this is the Nude Glam one. It just comes in a package like this, and you get a variety of different shades. What I really like about this is that you can kind of customize your specific shade. So if you can see down here, you have some lighter shades, and then you also have some deeper sort of bronzy shades over here, or you can mix them all together and get a gorgeous shade. So I really like this because it's very versatile, and you can also sort of create a wide spectrum of looks with this. Next up, I have the Wet n Wild MegaGlow highlighting powders. I have two here that I like to use. The first is Precious Petals, which I'm sure you've seen me use in a variety of my different looks. And then the other is Crown of My Canopy. Crown of My Canopy is a bit dark for me right now. I could get away with it for a little bit in the summertime, but it is a bit dark. So the one that I get the most use out of is Precious Petals. This is a gorgeous shade. It is sort of a champagne type of shade. I think that it really suits my skin tone well. In addition to a variety of other skin tones, this really suits a lot of different people, and so I really like that. And it is under $5, so you definitely can't go wrong with these. They are super blinding, and you can get a very intense glow with these, or you can do a light hand and get something a little bit more natural. Next, for the more champagne pearl type of shades, I want to mention Becca Opal. Now, I have talked about this so much on my channel. I'm sure you guys are sick of it, but I had to mention it in this video. I have the sample size, and this has lasted me forever. You do not need a lot of these. They are super blinding and metallic, and the formula is so beautiful. It does not sit on top of your skin. It does not emphasize texture or any dryness or anything like that. I think that this is a great formula if you are looking for something that is really just going to complement and flatter your skin. They have a variety of shades as well, so you can get different looks depending on what you would like. Another shade that I have by them is Rose Gold. Now this one is a bit darker, and it's also sort of peachy and pink. As the name would suggest, it's rose gold. This is too dark for me right now, but in the summer I think that it gives a really nice glow, especially if you apply a little bit of blush and kind of work this over top of that and as a highlighter. It just gives a sort of peachy, sun-kissed look. So I really like these formulas. I would definitely recommend checking out these Becca highlighters if you are looking for something that you don't mind spending a little bit more money on, but you are going to get an amazing formula and color selection. Now, transitioning into the other shades, I first want to mention a highlighting palette. This is actually a highlight and blush palette by Makeup Revolution, and this is called the Blush Palette Goddess. Now, this has 4 blushes and 4 highlighting shades. As you can see here, the highlighters are up on the top, and you do get a variety of shades. You get 2 sort of pearlescent champagne type of shades, 1 pink and then 1 yellow gold. So I really, really love this palette. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I do have two gold options that I want to mention today, and the first is a drugstore option. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. This is a gorgeous golden shade. It is very, very pigmented and can look very metallic, which I really like, but if you just apply a little bit, it still gives a nice glow without being too blinding. I really like that this is not a pure yellow gold. It is more bronze or almost antique gold, which I think suits skin tones a lot better than some yellow gold type of highlighters do. I got a lot of use out of this in the summertime because it just complemented my tan complexion a lot better than some of the other pearl shades did. The pearl shades can kind of look like a stripe on your skin if you do have a deeper skin tone, but this one I think is gorgeous for a variety of skin tones. As you can see, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous gold shade, and it is very reflective, but you can still do a light layer of it and get just a little bit of a glow. So if you're looking for a drugstore gold option, I would definitely recommend this Maybelline Molten Gold. Next, I want to talk about a gold palette. Now this is the Smashbox and Casey Holmes Spotlight palette in the shade Gold. I love this palette. It comes with 3 different shades, a more subtle and then an in-between, and a very dramatic one. The formula of these is amazing. I know that when Casey was formulating this, she was very concerned about making sure that the product does not emphasize any dryness or texture or any imperfections on your skin. So it is a very smooth formula that's going to just blend into the skin nicely. It is not too dry where it will just sit on top of your skin and emphasize any imperfections, but it really just blends in and really flatters your skin. If the gold is not your color and you are looking for something more pearl, she does have a pearl spotlight palette as well that I'm dying to try, because if it is anything like this golden one, it is going to be amazing as well. The formula of this is unbeatable. It is so smooth and buttery and still packs a punch and is very pigmented. I really like that this is a palette of 3 different shades because you can create a more subtle look or you can amp it up to create a very blinding and intense look, which I really appreciate because sometimes you just want a subtle look during the day, but then you want to kind of amp it up for nighttime, and this palette lets you do that. I believe it breaks down to about $12 a piece, which is almost drugstore prices, so you can't beat that. If you are looking for a gold highlight that is amazing quality, I would definitely recommend this Smashbox palette. Now I do just want to mention one more. This is a Mirabella highlight, and I just used this in one of my other tutorials. This is the shade Swirling Pearl. Now I am not sure where you can get this anymore. I did look online and it is still sold. It is quite expensive. It's around $40. But if you can get your hands on this, I would recommend it. It is a gorgeous pearl shade. It's almost iridescent in a way, which I really like because it's something a little bit unique as compared to the other champagne or gold shades that I mentioned earlier. So I don't want to talk about this for too long because it is kind of hard to find. But if you do manage to find this and you are looking for something that is just a gorgeous pearl shade, I would definitely recommend looking for this and picking it up if you can find it. Okay guys, so that wraps up this video of my favorite highlighters. I really hope that this was helpful for some of you that are looking for highlighters and maybe don't know where to begin. I know that there are so many different highlighters and I did not talk about all of them, but these are just some of the ones that if someone asked me for a recommendation right now, these would pop into my mind. I tried to include everything from drugstore to high-end and also from very subtle to very intense. So I tried to hit all the bases here, and I think that I did a pretty decent job. If you have any other highlights that you think that I should check out or that I did not mention and you think that I should have, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear your suggestions and try out some other ones that I haven't yet. If you like these types of videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I plan on doing this with a lot of different makeup products, just kind of gathering up my favorites and creating a video so that way it is very easy to find if you are looking for just some recommendations about a certain product. Thank you so much for watching as always. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.